episode, we are going to talk about Chukchi. Chukchi are, in the history, warriors. They feared nobody. It's a specific subpopulation within the Russian population that was never really subjugated. Their territory in the end was annexed to Russia, but they never really became subjected to it. For half a century, the Russians were not able to submit the inhabitants of Chukchi. Chukchi were known as tall, courageous, robust, sensitive, just, fair, militant, fighting for freedom, not tolerating deceit, and extremely vengeful. It's a good list. It's a good list of qualities to have. They refused over and over again for many centuries to pay tributes. It's basically 150 years that they were able to manage not to pay tributes to the main government in Russia. And that is because they trained. They trained basically every day. They trained sometimes with weights. They trained their body with spears, and they played all sorts of games, specifically something similar to football and something similar to rugby. They also trained, inevitably, their mind, not only to tolerate the temperature, which is sort of like a condition that you're forced with at birth, but also to tolerate hunger. And they were extraordinary walkers. Now, we really don't know what that refers to, but we know that they were extraordinary walkers and used not shields in order to defend themselves. Their technique, since they would not deploy the entire army, all the people in a place to fight some sort of battle, their technique was very simple. They would assault mostly, and then they would burn anything that they could not bring with themselves. It would be the same technique applied in general by the Russians when Napoleon invaded Russia. And it's the technique that you bring everything that you can, and then the rest gets burned down, so your enemies will have no access to resources. And it's something you could definitely do in territory like Russia, because you don't want to be defeated by the superiority of the man. And that is a technique that possibly started with them. And there is an episode in history that we want to remember, and that is when the Chukchi were in Majorskaya, and that is a mountain, like a little sort of mountain, and the mountain was completely surrounded by iced water. And so the Chukchi, what they did, they basically put themselves onto the floor and started rolling, in order to achieve the top of the hill. And if you think about that, you think about like extraordinary, very ingenious, very crafty people who were able to manage even the most impervious sort of situations. And that's just amazing. Now, how the story ends. It ends with several battles in which the Chukchi remain undefeated for a little while. And then eventually in 1779, the territory of Chukchi is annexed. However, in 1779, that is the date when that happened, they were exempted from paying taxes, and they will have a guaranteed independence for over 10 years. Eventually, that is an annexation that will be completed under the Soviet Union. Now, guys, that is all about the Chukchi, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. So if you have, don't forget to like and subscribe. Of course, don't forget to comment below and let us know always your thoughts. With that being said, guys, we'll talk next time in a new video. Bye.